Good morning, Wildcats, and welcome back to HBWN. I'm Gentry Expresser.
And I'm Jules Wildcat. On this week's episode, watch as our WCSN anchor Nick Luttrell tries his hand at yet another sport to see if he has what it takes to be a Wildcat.
We'll also look at how one student has started a business as his way to pay for college. Plus, Jules and I are both participating in No Shave November. Let's get right to it. Today is Friday, November 9th, 2018, and Har-Ber Wildcat News starts right now.
Job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the away. It's like you're always stuck in second gear, when it hasn't been your day, your week, your month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to fall. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too.
This past month, our television productions program competed in the Ozark Media Arts Festival held right here in Springdale. They competed in competitions ranging from 30-second film and 3-minute film to stand-up and feature package.
I personally competed in the feature package category of the competition while getting to capture a story on one person who is not only a big influence in the media production field for schools all across the state, but is also the heart of the community. Let's take a look. Being the heart of the community means more than just getting involved. It means giving back, taking time out of your schedule, and going out of your way to make sure your city, state, or even region is a better place.
So in the Springdale community, in the greater Northwest Arkansas community, I am the Director of Media for the Springdale Public Schools. I also founded the Ozark Media Art Festival. And one of the main purposes that I've kind of taken on over the last 15 years is to try to build sustainable relationships between high school, college, and industry. And when I try to take my time to look at young people and say, you matter. I want you to do something important. This field is important to our communities. And most important is you matter. I am very proud to have served for 15 years my community and trying to build opportunities for young people to connect.
It takes a passion for teaching and for students to do what Mr. Jones does, giving students the opportunity to be creative and successful in their own ways.
Trent is very passionate. He's very driven. He's a quality-oriented person, and he believes that our future is in our students, and that our success as professionals is really measured in the success of our students. Trent wants to see good things happen for good people, and he loves this place, this community, this home, and he loves the people that make it what it is. And he wants to see this community and the people in it have the very best quality of life that they can possibly have.
From starting his own film festival to creating the curriculum used across the state by all schools, Trent Jones is definitely a pillar of change and excellence in the Northwest Arkansas area and beyond. For HBWN, I'm Gentry Expresser.
Congratulations, Gentry, as well as Alexander Chavez, as they took first place for that story.
Thanks, Jules. It took a lot of hard work and a lot of hours of work, but it's definitely something we're proud of. In other news, this week we got to take an inside look on how one student uses his free time to prepare for his future by crafting and selling knives in order to help pay for college. Here's the story.
Many high school students develop skills and talents throughout their years. One student at Farmington High discovers a passion for creating custom knives and even a way to pay for college.
I mean, it's kind of like working on art. Like, once you see that every little detail is just how you want it, it's just kind of nice to, or you just feel accomplished and like, it's kind of nice. So first I would kind of get an idea of what I want the knife to look like, and then I would sketch it on a piece of paper and then either cut out the piece of paper and glue it on the steel, or I'd just sketch it on the steel and then cut it out. And after that, just kind of finish it up, put a bevel on it, which is the original like kind of angle on the knife. And then I would heat treat it and quench it, and then I would temper it, which kind of softens it up so I can sharpen it. Just put the handle on and epoxy it and sharpen it up, and after that, just put a sheath on it. You know, I have a job in the summer, but it's kind of slowing down, so I just kind of do it because it's fun and it makes money and there's something to do.
This impressive hobby is not only enjoyed by one, but many of Ben's friends.
I came up here and found out he started making knives, so I hit him up and see if he'd make me one, and he did, and it's been one of the best knives I've ever had. When I go camping, I'll use it to chop up wood for the fire. In the fall, when I go hunting, I use it to clean the deer, process the meat. When I'm fishing even, I'll use it to clean the fish. He's making money off these knives, making a pretty good amount. And I know he's wanting to go to college and all, and he's spoke to me about it, and he's going to use some of the profit off these knives to help him get them there.
Ben's business is still growing. Be sure to follow him on Instagram at Ben Macedo Knives. For HBWN, I'm Kylie Wright.
Interested in buying local while supporting a fellow student bound for college? Follow Ben on Instagram at Ben Macedo Knives and check out some of his knives. He also sells them at Uncle Sam's Outfitters in Fayetteville.
Let's take a quick commercial break to hear from a few of our sponsors. But don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll see if our very own WCSN anchor has what it takes to make it in yet another sport. We'll be right back.
We came to Arvest Bank to see what makes it different.
It's a community bank that really reaches out to the customers to make them feel special. I feel special every time I come in here.
They want to be involved in the community and want to be part of the community.
They support our university, our athletic department.
They've told us that they could have a fleet of volunteers there to help this year if we needed.
I see them at a lot of our Hispanic community events that we do.
I can't think of another bank in the city that has such a big community presence as Arvest.
Arvest Bank, our customers say it best.
Hey Nick, catch.
Springdale today. Winner of 12 Student Pillars of Excellence from the Mid-America chapter of the Emmys. Winner of 6 consecutive All-Arkansas Awards. And member of the Broadcasting Hall of Fame from the Arkansas Scholastic Press Association. Springdale today, your award-winning source for information and entertainment in the Springdale Public Schools. Find us on YouTube.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Welcome back. Nick has tried his hand at basketball and volleyball and hasn't quite found his place. That's why he took it to the mats to lay the smackdown on these cats in our newest edition of A Day in the Life. Let's take a look.
After I realized volleyball wasn't quite the sport for me, I knew it was time to take a different approach and think about what sport truly fit my insanely talented athleticism. After much thought, I decided to attempt a sport that I knew was perfect for me, wrestling. Although in my career as an athlete, I've broken my arm twice, broke my toe, and nearly broke my neck, I was not worried one bit because I knew these guys would take it pretty easy on me. Or so I thought. Before I could get a nice full stretch in, it was already time to begin the warm-up process.
Here we go. 1 clap on 3, 1, 2, 3. Right to it, let's go, right to it. A warm up where we just get in on the legs. We do what we call leg attacks. It's one of our ways of scoring points and being aggressive. So right now they're just getting in on the legs. If you'll watch, you kind of come up, but you don't finish it.
To begin, I started with a few guys in my same weight class, or so they call it, and they coached me through a couple of the different techniques and warm-ups that they use on a regular basis. But before I could get the hang of this drill, it was on to the next one.
All right, yeah, see. We'll go to water after this. As many takedowns as you can get in a minute.
Sir.
Don't waste any time. Let's see what you can do.
Sir.
Don't waste time coming off the mat, Nick. Get up. Let's go. Hands on him, cut him, cut him. Come on. Get busy. Let's go.
With that drill not going too well, that led to one thing that I've noticed similar among all sports. Those dang push-ups.
Lots of push-ups.
So, after going at it 110% and giving my all for nearly 2 minutes, it's safe to say I was a tad out of breath. And as I sat there, I knew I couldn't give up now. Sure, I wasn't doing the best, but this was just the warm-ups. My real competition was Max Salinas, a 165-pound senior who'd been wrestling nearly his whole life. I knew that if I was going to have to prove myself worthy of Coach Nolan, I had to take down Max. So, at the end of practice, I stood in that circle like a man and faced off against one of the best wrestlers in the state of Arkansas.
All right, step up, shake hands. Go. Okay. Step up the line.
Yeah, at this very moment was when I had a feeling maybe this wasn't the best of decisions. And that, ladies and gentlemen, put an end to my short-lived wrestling career. All in all, I gained a huge amount of respect for not only the sport of wrestling, but these Wildcat wrestlers as a whole. Under the fierce leadership of Coach Nolan, guiding them in every step, every day, this year's wrestling team is definitely a force to be reckoned with in the 6A West. As always, reporting for WCSN, I'm Nick Luttrell.
Wildcats on 3. 1, 2, 3. Wildcats!
All right.
Nick, you might want to keep on looking for other sports to do. Wrestling sure doesn't seem to be your thing, but I'm positive there's something out there for you.
Stephen Hawking once threw a party for time travelers on June 28, 2009, but only announced the party the next day. No one showed up.
Sometimes I wish you wouldn't show up.
Well, that's all the time we have for you this week. Be sure to tune in next week as we take a look at our theatrical department, construction, plus Jules and I have even more witty banter. For HPWN, I'm Gentry's Presser, and she's Jules Wildcat. We'll see you next time, Cats.
Your job's a joke you broke.